Yo, what is up? 1.9 update is here, and this is the 1.9 mod pack. So I'm here to demonstrate to you what's going on and what are the mods that I've put in this mod pack. The first mod pack is called the Crew Return mod pack, and now my char Future 4 here is using my Bad Chat mod pack. My Bad Chat crew. So what I need to do is, once this mod is on, you need to take the crew out either once in the training room or any kind of random battle, and the crew will remember that it belongs in this tank. Now to go back to my Bad Chat, all I need to do is just click back into my Bad Chat wherever it is, wherever my Bad Chat may be. Where's my Bad Chat? There you go. Click on the Bad Chat and it'll take a second for it to jump into the Bad Chat, and my crew returns back to the Bad Chat automatically, just a one click. You know, you don't need to go down here and click on return crew to vehicle and stuff like that. And when you jump back into the char Future 4, because I've played it already in this tank, it will remember to jump into the char Future 4 or any other premium any other tank that you put this crew into anyway. Now the next mod on this mod pack is the removable equipment, return equipment mod. Now return equipment mod is for equipment that you can remove without penalty, like the binocular telescope, the camouflage net, and the toolbox. So one of the tanks that I use it on is on this tank, and if I can find my Hellcat, I think my Hellcat uses that too, Super Hellcat maybe. It also uses a binocular telescope. My Hellcat as well uses a binocular telescope, and it will follow the tanks that are using this equipment. As long as you mounted it on one time, every time you select the tank, you will have a binocular telescope. Now the only caveat here is, if you only have one binocular telescope, let's say I have only one binocular telescope, and I mount it on this Hellcat, I go into a game and I died, and after I died, I decide to play another game and I decide to play the Super Hellcat, which also has a binocular telescope. But because the Hellcat is still in game, the binocular telescope is locked into that game, and what happens is I'm gonna jump into a new game with my Super Hellcat without the binocular telescope, because this binocular telescope is still in my Hellcat. Now in order to overcome that situation, the solution is to have two binocular telescopes, like I do here. I always have one in the depot and one applied onto whatever tank that I have. So in case my Hellcat was I died in game and it got locked and I jump into my Super Hellcat, I will always have one spare binocular telescope that is ready to go. So that's how you overcome that situation, in case you have using the two same tanks with the same equipment and one died. The next mod is Remember Camouflage. This Remember Camouflage works for any kind of standard camo that you pay for with gold, or any of the reward camouflage that is in your paid camouflage. There is a little bug here with the mod, and this happens sometimes. If it does happen, all you need to do is just click the X and go back into your tank and click back into the garage again. What happens is it'll demount all the camouflage that is available, all your gold camouflage, or all the free camouflage. Once you've mounted it onto the tank, you can technically you can have just one camouflage for one nation, and you can use it for all your tanks. And the same applies here. If you died and then use another tank that is using the same camouflage, then it's not going to be possible for it to mount into your new tank. So you got to remember that. But basically this mod basically demounts everything in this nation, and when you apply it to your whatever tank, it'll remember that tank with that camo, unless you change it here in the garage. Also, this mod does not work for your Clan Wars camo. Reward camos that have the asterisks, reward camos, camouflage that have the asterisks are, once you apply it to one tank, you can't apply it to any other tank, so remember that. It only works for your paid camo or these camos that are reward camo, free camo. It works on these camos, but it does not work on Clan War reward camos, and it also does not work on preset camos. So if you're using preset camos on your tanks, example the anniversary, an example, if you use this anniversary camo on this tank and you use it on another tank, it will not remember that. It only works on custom styles, okay, not preset styles. Another thing you need to remember is this preset camo remember camo mod does not work when you are in frontline modes. If you are in frontline modes, I'd advise you to use preset camos, preset styles on your frontline tanks, okay? Because what happens is in frontline modes, when you select, when you go into battle, it basically readies up all your tier 8 tanks. It readies up all of them all at once. So what happens is, a lot of times you will go into a battle with your tier 8 tanks without any camo at all. So I advise you, if you are playing frontlines, it's better to ready up your frontline tanks with preset styles instead of custom styles. That way you won't run into the problem of going into battles with no camo at all. Okay, now the next mod is the replay manager mod, and this is really useful if you unfortunately yeah, I have some replays here. The first time you turn it on, it's going to preload all your replays from your replay files in your Windows. So it'll be able to show you all the games that you've played. You can show all the results. It'll show you all your results all over again from whenever. You can have results from whenever. It goes on forever and ever and ever. You can go to the last page, and this result, I don't know when it's from, but if I click on the result, it'll show me when it's from, and then you can filter it by what tank, what map, and it's very useful. The next mod I want to show you is battle hits, and battle hits will bring up all the games that you played recently and from the session. It does not show you stuff that you've played from yesterday or day before, just from the current session. So from the current session, I was trying to show you the interface. I shot this, my friend here who was helping me out, Aurora, on in the Object 907. So he was AFK and I shot him, and it'll show me the shots that I made onto him. So the first shot was this one here, and it did 364 damage with my APCR shell. So it's really useful. It shows all the shots, and then I can turn around and I can turn the tank around and look at the shots. And then if he shot at me, I will be able to show you also the shots that he did on me by going to me here. Anyway, it's very intuitive. Just click around it, it'll show you everything that's going on. Here will be the list of the games that you played in this session, and you can look at all the shots if you wanted to. So that is very useful. So anyway, let's go into the interface. Alright, let's go straight to the interface, and let me first draw your attention to the top left. Your name panel is still the same. You can still cycle all the different settings or different configuration that you like. It's still the same. Your damage log on the top is now different. I might change it. I don't know. I kind of like this one at the moment, so I might keep it this way, or I might change it. Now you notice also the spotting bulb is changed. I've used this one, kind of like a stealth version of the spotting panel. When you are the spotting bulb, instead of the yellow bulb, it's now green if you're spotted, and yellow if it's not spotted, and gray color if you haven't spotted them the entire game. And then the damage panel at the bottom, this damage panel is color coded. Of course, the original one looks like this one, and I like to remove it. And you go to battle notifications, log, and basically it's over here. You uncheck it for all of it to be gone, but I like to keep the total damage still there, so just for some clarity. And I kept the original damage panel still there, the original total damage still there, and the color coded damage panel, that's the it's still the same one that I use. And now we're going to look at how it works, and we're going to do damage on the mouse.
Do it! Come on!
And the more damage you do on tanks, and you can see the damage panel is changing color. It's being red, it's red color right now because you're not doing a lot of damage on it. But once the gun reloads and I will finish off the HP, entire HP of the mouse, which is 3000, you will see the color cycle from red to yellow and then finally purple. So let's just wait for this reload. Oh yeah, also if you hover over your shells, it now shows you your shell velocity as well, so some additional information from the damage panel there, which is quite useful, I think. So you have your shell velocity for your APCR 1481 on this one, and then this one on heat, which is 1060. So let's continue to do damage. Now you can see the color is changed. Now it's kind of like yellowish because you're doing a little bit of damage. The XVM is indicating that you're doing now it's a green. So you do 3000 damage on the Char Future 4, your green stats. So that's how it works. I forgot to mention one of the new mods that are in here is if when you hit Alt, you can see the HP pool, HP left of your team and the enemy team. Alright, the last two mods in this mod pack is the Mark of Excellence mod, which you can access through your settings menu. Click on the mods preferences right on top here and you will get it. And you can enable, disable all kinds of options here. Check it out for yourself, all kinds of settings. Try it out for yourself. It is very intuitive, very easy. You can have it in your hanger, you can have it show on your tech tree. It's really up to you. Configure it any way you want it, or if you don't want it at all, you can completely disable it as well. And the last mod is the free camera mod. The free camera mod is a mod you use for your watching your replays. You can trigger it by clicking the caps F3 and it will turn on the free camera mode. I have a separate video just for that mod because there's a lot of controls that you need to learn to use that mod effectively. So please go ahead and watch that video, and that mod is included in this mod pack as well. Alright, how do you install this mod? I'm going to provide you a link where you open a World of Tanks zip file from your Google Chrome and specifically Google Drive. Download it from your Google Drive, stick it onto your desktop or whatever, and then unzip it with a free program like this one, WinRAR, or a zip extractor. Once that is done, you will have you open that folder and there are two files inside, one called mods, one called res mods, and basically what you need to do is stick them into where your World of Games folder is. So pull up where your World of Games folder is, copy these two files, mods and res mods, and then right click into your World of Tanks folder and stick it in there. Just paste it in there and you are good to go. You close it up and you are ready to go. But what you need to do first is make sure you register your XVM, and then your XVM will be working and you can turn on your client and you will be good to go. Alright, after you've installed the mod, make sure you register at xvm.com, and that's how you go to the website modxvm.com, and after that what you do is make sure you register by linking your XVM to your Wargaming account. Just log in and click remember me, confirm, and once your Modpack is ready, it will say it's ready. You go to your settings and you need to update, activate, and this is what it looks like. You have 14 days for this Modpack to work on your account, and you need to renew it every 14 days. Just remember that. Yeah, so basically this is how my setup is. With this setup, I am also able to draw on the minimap if I want to. You know, I can draw circles on the minimap. I can draw lines on the minimap by holding down my mouse over the minimap and clicking on it. It's really useful for situations where you're in clan wars or you're in the platoon and you can easily communicate to your teammates or platoon mates where you want them to go, push forward, circle the map. Besides just clicking on the sectors on the map, you can also draw the lines, so it's really useful for that purpose. So hope you enjoyed it. Once you've logged into your XVM and activated your stats, you can turn on your client, your World of Tanks client, and start enjoying this Modpack. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.